Hi, my name is Claire, and I'm an associate therapist here at the Center for Growth. Something that I find comes up a lot with my families around this time of year is the summer. And your kids just get out of school, and now there is so much free time and so much to do. And now the burden falls to you to make sure that they are getting places or getting done what needs to be done. So I want to take the time and talk to you about how to schedule your summer so that it still feels like summer. I think the idea of scheduling and summertime a lot of times sound conflicting because we think of summer as this big, open, free time to do whatever we want to do, which is true. However, there are ways to work in a routine so that everyone in the family is on the same page about what needs to be done. This is also really helpful for when it's time to transition your kid back to school in a couple months because they've been on some sort of routine and they now can easily transition back to the routine of school. What this might look like is noticing throughout the week when your kids need more support. If you know that it takes one of your kids a long time to get ready for practice, then maybe start to notice that. Or if you notice that one of your kids struggles to wake up, take notice of that as well. But also take notice of when you, as a parent or caregiver, need more support throughout the week as well. For example, if you are really struggling to go grocery shopping on a certain day of the week because you find that you don't have enough time or you don't know when to take some free time for yourself, take a little notice of that as well. This is meant to be a really collaborative process between your children and the parents and caregivers. This allows for flexibility and change and negotiation of what you are looking for, but also what your kid wants to do. This can lead to a lot of less arguments throughout the day because the expectations and the schedule and the routine is made clear. So your kid knows ahead of time that they need to start getting ready for something around 3 o'clock. It might take a lot less effort and prompting on your end to help motivate them to do that. As a parent, take note of what activities or moments seem important for your children. This is a great opportunity to expand on your children's interests and to see where they're finding their niche. I one time had someone who didn't realize that their child loved art because when they were doing this exercise, their child came to them and said, I want to make sure to spend 45 minutes outside so that I have time for sketching and for doing my art. And this parent didn't realize how much art meant to their child, but this allowed for a great opportunity for this parent to then sign their kid up for some art classes and for some art camps to really help their child expand what they're interested in. Also, something that's important to think about is allowing for this unstructured time. This is a great way for your kid to A, make it feel as though they are still in summer, but also to practice creating their own routine and structure and making their own decisions. It's a great way for them to feel as though they are still in control of their own schedule because they are. What this might look like in practice is to tell your kids to start thinking about their summer and what they want to do. Maybe what do you want to do throughout the day? What time do you want to wake up? What feels important for you to continue doing with your free time? Now, a lot of times younger kids might need a little bit more support than adolescents, so tweak this process to whatever feels appropriate for your children. Additionally, tweak it for if you have more than one child. Don't create one schedule for all of your children. I want you to really take the time and create schedules for each of your children so that you can really lean into what interests them as appropriate, because obviously some coordination needs to exist. So once you've told your child, I want you to think about what's important for you this summer, and you as a parent or caregiver have thought about what's important for you or what structure you might need, then come together. Create some sort of master schedule. Maybe we're waking up at this time, we're going to put our phone away at this time, we're going to get ready for bed at this time. And then start to look at what happens throughout the week. If there's sports at 4 o'clock and they need to start getting ready to leave around 3 o'clock, if you know that you as a parent or caregiver need to go grocery shopping on Wednesdays, then put that in the schedule as well. Sometimes throughout the week, things change. Your kids might mess up, you might mess up. This is okay. as these moments arise throughout the weeks, throughout the summer, this is a great time for you to model healthy communication and problem solving as a parent. It's a great way for you to say, okay, let's move this around so that we can fit this in here. Or let's try doing this instead of this. This is going to teach your kid how to effectively problem solve and not become emotionally dysregulated when little problems arise throughout the week. This is also a really great opportunity to teach your child about the importance of time management and schedules and setting them up into the habits of building these early so that they can do it as they grow into adulthood. If you have any questions about maybe what this process looks like or how to do it or any little differences or tips and tricks, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.